Hey y'all, Scott here. Come.
It's me, Scott the Waz. Why were you so surprised that I could recognize the Scott the Waz intro music?
Because it didn't sound like anything super unique.
Really? Have you
It
never
just
watched
sounded
Scott
like.
the Waz?
I've watched him like once or twice.
Uh, Never really found him very interesting.
I mean, I'd probably like watch him again. I'm just not subscribed to him, and he's rarely on my recommended for whatever reason.
Fair enough. Are you okay over there?
No.
Did your fucking cereal dinner get you in a twist?
Shut the fuck up. That shit was good.
What did you have? What cereal did you have?
Wheat Bix. It's all I ever have.
It's the only thing. You don't really have much variation between foods, do you?
No, but also Wheat Bix is like objectively like better for you and taste better than like fucking I don't know Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
The only reason I wanted to eat Fruit Loops was because I like wasn't allowed to. It was the crime that made them taste good.
You were like, I can.
Then I ate them and then I was like, this shit subpar.
You were like,
and I just stopped eating them.
You're like, finally.
That was like when I was 8 years old.
You're like, finally, I can taste the forbidden fruits, and then you took a chunk and you're like, this shit just ain't living up.
This shit ain't as busting as you coulda did it to be.
Yeah.
I repeat these like I'd strip out a club.
These
I don't
nuts.
know. These.
These bogo.
These are nuts.
These are nuts. What has happened in the past week? What has truly happened?
That is a wonderful question. I have occasionally.
Oh, fuck's the Wii U trending?
Wii U.
Shit. Apparently the Wii U and 3DS eShops are gonna stop taking credit cards next year.
Right.
That'll be a little depressing. There is nothing. I guess we can talk about Dressrosa, because Dressrosa was a very fire arc. What are your thoughts on Dressrosa? Let's start off with you, the great manga connoisseur.
It's good. I enjoyed the story. Me like it as Trafalgar Law. It's funny.
Anything in particular? Like, at all? Or no, you're just like, good. You're nice.
The backstory is like with the Senior Pink Doflamingo and Trafalgar Law backstories are all just like good.
Yeah.
Super solid.
Straight up, bro.
Mm.
The Law's backstory, man, that hit hard, genuinely. Like, I can see where people are able to throw shade at Oda sometimes for putting in backstories without really alluding to them, but all of the backstories in Dressrosa were just done amazingly, I think. Or at least all of the flashback scenes. Bro, and the Senor Pink and Frankie fight was amazing.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Just strong right versus German suplex.
And they were like, I won't dodge because I'm a man. I accept a man's punch. And then, as well, just Luffy and Law and all that. Actually, there's one thing. To bring it back to the problem with Oda not really showing death in the present day, I reckon Bellamy should have died. I feel like.
I mean,
Huh?
oh yeah, Bellamy, the Spring Man.
I feel like it would have
He
been.
kind of doesn't really have a purpose after what he does. He's just like, I'm now an artist, I guess. If that happens.
I feel like it would have been an interesting thing because then it could be Luffy having to grip with the like morality of what he has done. Like he had to take out Bellamy in order to save Law, and does that hang over Luffy's head? What does he think about? I feel like there could have been something interesting to explore there, especially since Bellamy seemingly had his character arc just kind of all wrapped up and done. And so there doesn't seem to be a need for him really in the series anymore.
Mm.
And it would
Kind of like he just served his purpose.
Yeah.
You know, he can move on.
It would have been interesting as well to like finally see a like not necessarily a main staple character, but a character that we know kick the bucket. Like how many characters up until that point, like in the present day, when I say present I mean like in the main storyline, have like died? How many characters that we've gotten to know have died?
Ace, Whitebeard, and then spoilers.
Exactly. It's only really 2 characters, and those are on very rare occasions, even.
But they hit
They
different.
do hit different, I will give it that. The lack of death in One Piece does make other deaths become more impactful, but when showing off those deaths, it shows that, oh, this world is actually extremely dangerous, and yet if we do see any characters die, it's some no-name characters that we think are dead for like a couple of chapters, and then they just find a cure to whatever ailment they have, or some shit. And it's never something that's truly set in stone. I know Oda said once in one of the SBSs, he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't believe in bringing characters back. I think that dulls the mood." And I reckon he's not killing characters so he doesn't have to worry about bringing characters back if he like thinks, oh, this could have been cool or something. But
I guess. But generally, there's a lot of characters where he just kind of he uses them, and then he just kind of drops them, and then he just moves on with his life.
Yeah.
Like Pell. What the fuck did Pell do?
Who is Pell? Hold on.
Falcon Man at end of Alabasta when he picked up the nuke.
But that's another death that could have been like interesting. It was like this man like sort of paid the ultimate price for his country, and that sort of thing, that would have felt, I guess, a bit more impactful if like he had stayed dead instead of it being like he literally carried a nuke into the sky and lived. And
he was just wrapped up in bandages for like a week.
Yeah, it's like, why he, by all accounts, he should be dead. If everyone on the street would have died if that bomb went off, then feasibly he should be at least the one like to die in that situation, because he was literally holding onto the bomb. But no, it's just he's just wrapped in bandages. I see this this thumbnail that says "Never Meant for Death" and it's an arrow pointing at Pell, and the title of it is "The Resurrection of Pell: Illogical One Piece Explained." So I don't know if there was some underlying theme or character motivation for Pell as a character, but I feel that there are like Oda can afford to kill off 1 or 2 even if they're like side characters in arcs, especially in the bigger ones. But he doesn't seem to, especially when you have characters that are wielding fucking swords, or characters like, I don't know, Robin, who is known for being like this sort of hit woman, this assassin that, you know, has been known for taking lives and stuff.
She isn't known for it. She just kind of,
but she has a big
I guess,
bounty on
did
her
it
head.
maybe. Yeah, that's because she has information how to read poneglyphs.
That is true.
And she was a member of O'Hara who survived.
I think it can be implied that she took lives because she was part of Crocodile's organization. And in order to be there, especially in such a high position, I guess it could be assumed that she would be taking lives. But you get the point. We have
one of the fucking people, like Miss, I forget what one of them is called. Like Miss Golden Week, I think it is, like a child. You think she's killed anyone? No. Like she might have. Who knows? I kind of don't care.
Yeah. But do you see my point? Oda can afford to kill off 1 or 2 characters.
Yeah.
And I feel this repetition of a character being literally cut up into pieces, a character being stabbed multiple times, just characters that should have at least lost limbs, that just don't lose limbs, or like they're real close to an explosion and it blows up and it's like, oh no, they're dead, and then they come back with only a couple
explosions
bruises.
don't kill anybody in One Piece.
It's just like, that's actually the crocodile dude from Punk Hazard. He got shot in the face with a giant ass gun, and he just came out of that and was able to carry everyone back to the lab. The hell was that? But Oda is a master at what he does. That can't be denied. Oda is an amazing writer.
Yeah.
And that's just my main problem with it. That doesn't make One Piece not enjoyable. It doesn't at all. Sure, you can like look at the like characters and be like, they should be dead by now. You know, that dude just got his head literally bent. I heard his spine crackle and pop like rice puffs. But he's
fucking Rice Krispies in that bitch.
Yeah, that's just a slight flaw. I get it, it's a shonen, so it's like people don't necessarily need to die. But I feel that's one thing that Oda misses out on that series like Naruto do well at. Because I was rewatching the what's the guy's name? The first main character to die. It was Team 10's leader.
I don't know his name exactly.
Asuma. I was rewatching the Asuma fight, going back into Naruto Shippuden, because there were some little holes in my memory that I couldn't remember. And that fight made you feel like the way it was set up. There was such large stakes here. You could like you watched characters get close to death, or just somehow you understood like that someone's not gonna necessarily come out of this alive or come out of this unscathed. And then the fight after that with Team 10 going to avenge Asuma, you also felt like there's some danger in this. Choji could potentially die. Ino could potentially die, you know. And since there's already been this establishment of death of certain characters, it would make sense that you have this idea that these characters could meet their end at the end of this arc. They may never be in this series again because of this arc. And that's what really rang me to the edge of my seat, I guess, with those sorts of things. Not to say One Piece doesn't do amazing fights. Oh my god, bro. Just One Piece is One Piece is amazing almost all round in general, and like
it's just like a few select things.
Yeah, it's like a few nitpicky select things that overall you can overlook. Like one problem you could have.
Some people can overlook them, others can't.
Yeah, like you could overlook, let's say, as we've been talking about, like the lack of character deaths in One Piece, but you can't overlook something like I don't know, if you're watching the anime, maybe you find Naruto's voice really annoying. You can't really overlook something like that, and that can just end up ruining the entire series for you. Or like, let's say with the new Chainsaw anime when it comes out, your greatest fear was Puchita getting a squeaker voice. That's something that I guess with Puchita, because
you could overlook it with Puchita.
Yeah, you could overlook Puchita, but like, I don't know, maybe the anime messes up the pacing, or I don't know, the animation. This is the one that David Productions finally fumbles on. Mappa, sorry, not David. That was very stupid.
Yeah, David.
Yeah.
David is working on 6.
6? Oh yeah, part 6. Yeah, like this could be Mappa's great fumble, or it could be some of the character voices aren't quite right, or what you expected, or for some reason they decide to cut out things, or for other reasons they add filler. Who knows? Something like that can happen on a production level scale would just end up ruining a series like Chainsaw Man for someone, because it's like this character, the animation, it's the best slideshow I've ever seen, or I don't know, this character's voice, this main character, they have an annoying voice. It makes me want to shoot myself every time I watch it. Why am I watching this anymore? I can just, I don't know, watch some dude analyzing Chainsaw Man instead of watching through Chainsaw Man. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
But back to One Piece. Doflamingo is the embodiment of evil. He's the embodiment of corruption. He is the strings puppeteering the fucking... He's the puppeteering all of the civilians into believing in him, and to helping him like turn the tables in the rebellion he caused and such. It's just so good, and his powers work so well with it. It's such an amazing narrative choice. I love it so much. It's just so cool. And I think Doflamingo is probably one of the best villains so far, well, that I've seen. Probably not what you've seen.
He's definitely up there, Doflamingo.
Yeah. And
it's a general consensus that Doflamingo is built different.
Yeah. Like, we've seen evil villains in this series before, but Doflamingo feels like the embodiment of evil. It's insane. Yeah. And it works so well. And then we have, like, some nice little switch-ups where for example, when they weren't able to scare what's-her-face, when they weren't able to put like the sriracha sauce fucking pea in that what's that
I think her name is Sugar?
Sugar, yeah. When they weren't able to like get Sugar to stop, Usopp finally is like, I'm a liar, I'm a fraud, which, you know, that's par for the core of Usopp, but we don't know how he's going to get out of this situation. And we've also the characters have forgotten about Robin's existence. So Usopp is stuck in this position with enemies all around him. He hasn't been in a position like this before, or to this magnitude. How is he going to get out this? And he gets out of it in the most comedic way possible, and it works so well with the story.
Yeah.
I love it so much. And then it reoccurs, and it's amazing. And there's this sort of tension when Sugar reappears, but then Usopp shows that he is the master sniper, which
he also gains observation haki, which is very cool.
Yeah, it's just oh my god, it's just so good. And then we finally see what I think is Zoro's best moment, up to the point where I'm up to, where he cuts mountains into pieces, shreds them like cheese, bro.
Personally, I still prefer when he does the nothing happened on fucking Thriller Bark.
Oh, yeah, that. I mean, like, while he's fighting, that's definitely a scene where he shines. I'll agree with you there. But like, Zoro's moves are just it's in that scene. It's so cool. It's just holy shit, bro. Dressrosa has so much to offer, and everything is executed extremely well. From the character's motivations to the rounding out of the character arcs, and this is the first time we've seen the team really truly split off from each other, where they can't just, go through one or two more battles and just find the others, on the same island. They're now on different islands. We don't know what's happened to them, not until we get to the end of Dressrosa, and then we realize, holy shit, they're being chased by like furries or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah, it's just cool. How many arcs are there in the new world so far? Or like how many do I have until I'm at the most recent one?
There's Mermaid Island, Punk Hazard, Dressrosa, Zoe, Whole Cake Island, Wano.
Mimid Island.
7 total, and you have 3 more to go, and one of them is a mini arc.
Oh yeah. Mimid Island. Do you mean Fishman Island?
Yeah, Fishman Island.
Why'd you say Mimid Island?
I was probably trying to say Mermaid Island or something.
Oh.
Mimid Island.
Mimid Island. It's so good. What's your favorite arc so far, or like, saga in One Piece?
Either Marineford, maybe Wano. Wano's getting up there.
Yeah. Is Wano finished yet?
No, not yet.
Holy shit. She is.
Yeah, I think right now it's the longest arc period. It just beat out Dressrosa recently.
Jesus. Fuck. That's insane. Do we know when the Chainsaw anime is happening?
I don't think we have the exact date.
Do we know?
But I think we do have 2022.
2022. Okay, that makes sense. Bro, the one shot. The one look back, bro. Look back is so good.
I know, you sent me that fucking mini essay.
I'm so sorry about sending you that essay, by the way.
No, it's funny.
You just called me gay.
Yes.
You just like, haha, gay, idiot.
How do you expect me to react?
That's very true. It is you, Zach. You see something serious and you're like, haha, I'm gonna call this person something. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of it? What are your thoughts on Look Back?
Good.
You don't have anything else? It's just good?
Yeah. My memory has been very floppy because I have been going to sleep at 2 a.m., waking up at 8, pretending I'm asleep so I don't have to interact with my parents, and getting up at 9. Like, getting out of bed at 9.
What are you doing until 2 a.m.?
Watching, listening, doing.
Anything like that stands out that you've been doing recently up until 2 a.m.?
YouTube.
That's it, just YouTube?
That's what I'm doing until 2 a.m.
Amazing. It feels like Look Back almost seems like Fujimoto is projecting himself into these characters more.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious because obviously he's drawing from his experience as an author.
Yeah. I feel like that was just a feeling that I got throughout it. I felt like the who's the main female character? I'll just call her like.
I'm bad with names.
Mangaka A.
Mangaka woman.
MW, Mangaka woman. MW feels very much alive. It feels like she is a self-insert for.
I wouldn't really define as a self-insert, but
not necessarily a self-insert, but it takes a lot of ideas and a lot of inspiration from himself. Probably it could be like himself in different periods, where he's at, not necessarily when he was in grade school. But the mention, or like the introduction of MW2, I don't know, background artists. The introduction of background, kind of
Background woman,
BW. The introduction of BW kind of fleshens things out, and then we do get like a specific date for when she gets her face split open by a guy with a pickaxe. And we haven't really, or at least from what I've seen, there hasn't really been anything like Look Back that he's created. I believe a lot of his one-shots were action-based and action-oriented.
I think that's like 90% of his work's been very action-based.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a deviation from what he normally does, to my knowledge.
And to see something that he has deviated from, and yet it works so well, there has to be something there. I reckon there's something there.
I think he's just extremely good at making like human characters.
That's probably it as
like
well.
Characters who sort of feel alive.
Especially with the facial expressions, with the paneling and the facial expressions. Oh my god. Bro. That's what I want to do. I want to finish Fire Punch, and then before either the beginning of Chainsaw Man or the end of Chainsaw Man, I want to create a video essay based around how Fujimoto is able to create human characters that mimic emotion extremely well without using necessarily narrative points, without using a monologue or a dialogue, but by only using facial expressions, something that can only truly be or something that can only really be done in media like movies and anime and visual novels. You're not going to find something like this in a written text, which I think is very cool. I think, yeah. I don't know, it's just... He's such a good writer, such a good author, honestly. And I think his rough art style, as we've probably said before, blends to it very well. I think rough art styles in general can lend to a lot of things very well, especially from what we've seen with Jujutsu Kaisen and fucking Chainsaw Man versus the polishedness of things like Kaiju Number 8, which they don't look bad because they're polished. I think their polished art style works really well with their series and with the choreography. But sometimes a rougher art style can give more flexibility to the creator because they are able to make things sort of out of proportion without them looking odd, I'd say. Especially if they're trying to make moves seem powerful or make movements seem, powerful. Yeah. It's just very cool. And I've been rambling on about this for way too long. I've just dragged you along with this.
I have dragged you along for far worse. I'm fine with it.
Yeah? You reckon?
Yeah.
What do you think's the worst thing you've dragged me along for?
I don't know, something like porn related. I don't know.
So my cock is
We'll talk about my cock.
Yeah. Do you know what's happening in Cuba? I saw something like, the Cuban, like, something's happening with Cuba. I don't know exactly. Why the fuck is this white?
Fidel Castro got fucking Fidel Castro'd.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He died like years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, no, I'm being a little retard. What's the situation in Cuba?
I don't know.
Well, what'd they do in Cuba? Just Cuban protests. Okay. The usual Cuba.
Oh yeah, fucking Pitbull was posting about that.
Pitbull was posting about it.
Yeah, because he's a Cuban American.
Really?
Hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna look this shit up. Pitbull. What has Pitbull done recently? Nothing. What is Pitbull known for? He's a musician. Oh, he's Mr. Worldwide. Never mind. Have you read any new series that have come out or anything like that?
Let me check. Shonen Jump.
Because there is something that I've been seeing like pop up a lot recently. That I do believe is on the Shonen Jump app.
My new series, I'm starting One Punch Man, Blue Box, and then Narrow Way of the Martial Artist, and then the Hunters Guild Red Hood.
Yeah, that's something that I've been seeing pop up a bit. I've seen like a lot of
Main
praise
girl
for
is thick.
Yeah. Just facts. Have you read any of those at all, or no? You've just been watching.
Yeah, those are the series I've been reading.
Would you say any of them are super worth getting into, or so far they've been mid?
I'd wait for some of them. That Red Hood one seems like it's getting good, but it's way too early to tell.
Yeah. Okay. And then One Punch Man didn't One Punch Man finish a little while ago?
Maybe? No, not a while ago. It is definitely ongoing.
I remember like my friend Toby telling me, "Oh yeah, One Punch Man finished." And I just looked at him and said, "That's a lie. That's not true."
You fucking caught him. GG's to you.
What else is there to talk about? What haven't we talked about? Did we talk about McAfee's death, or is there nothing really to talk about with that?
Favorite porn category.
Okay. Which one of us is going first then?
Dude, we're not gonna actually do this. What the fuck?
Holy shit. Is there literally nothing?
There's probably something. I am just very tired, and as soon as this is finished, I'm just gonna...
You're just gonna go straight to bed?
Yes, because once again, 2 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Wake up. Don't sleep.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Hold on, I'm gonna put this shit down.
Bruh. What the fuck have I been watching? I have no idea.
I'm gonna look at ideas and suggestions. How now?
Oh yeah, I know what I've been doing.
What?
There's this one guy called Mr. Morge, which is MR space MORJ, and he hosted a recent thing called The Reverie, which is like about a bunch of like One Piece YouTubers, like talking about a bunch of shit relating to One Piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I kind of watched that for a bit, and then like at the 8-hour mark on the stream, I fell asleep and then just woke up to a Marineford analysis video.
Amazing.
I take power naps to the extreme.
You wake up when you hear something, when your like subconscious hears something interesting.
Well, I heard Ace.
You heard Ace and you're like,
Ace!
Was it at the start or in the middle, or where was it?
Like, basically directly in the middle.
Oh, yeah. That's probably when they were talking about Ace. Have you watched the new Beastars season?
Yes, I watched all of it in one day.
You really don't stop, do you?
I actually did stop a lot. It's just I have a lot of time on my hands.
Damn, mans just don't got no life.
Facts. I ain't got a woman to tie me down.
What were your thoughts on it? Just
I don't think it was as good as the first one, but it wasn't bad.
I know that you can. I went onto Netflix on my phone. Let me pop it back up again. But you know how like Netflix on like those tablets and phones, how when you're scrolling down through it, they'll have like, yeah, these sort of like only on Netflix, and they'll have these like horizontal columns showing their Netflix series and stuff.
Yeah.
And it like shows the main character and all that. There's one with this deer-looking creature, and it kind of looks like she's at a strip club.
Yeah, that happens.
I see. Can you really go into...
Don't worry. A deer strip club is important to the plot.
Can you go
It really isn't. You can skip it.
Can you go into, like,
well, basically
detail of, like, what they did worse or what they did better in this season, or no? It'd all be...
I just felt way less engaged. Like, sort of... It felt both way too fast and way too slow at the same time. Like, I was watching it, I was like, damn, I'm like only a quarter through the series, but I feel like I've watched like half of it, and then I looked and I am 2 episodes away from the finale, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck did we do? Nothing happened, and everything happened. But like, not in like a super good way.
That sounds like your first impression with... Was it like Chainsaw Man that was your first impression with? When you first came to me, you were like...
No, I thought that had perfect pacing. I admitted that from the start. That shit paced good. This paced like an oil truck just hit a baby carriage. That means nothing, and yeah, it is absurd.
Well, then what was the series that you came to me and you were like, nothing happens? I think it was actually BNA. You came to me and you were like...
Oh yeah, no, that is the exact description I had for BNA, wasn't it? Nothing happens, then everything happens.
I don't know if I want to watch BNA or not. I like, from what you've told me, it doesn't really seem like it was worth it, and that is what you have told me. You've said...
Not really?
It's not really worth it.
Unless you're really into furry porn, then I would not recommend it.
But, wait... Give me just a story rundown of BNA and why it wasn't worth it, because at this point, I do not intend on watching it whatsoever.
Teenage girl is forcibly turned into a furry by something, and she has the power to shapeshift for some reason. And then she meets this wolf guy who is the protector of the city, who is actually thousands of years old and a mythological beast kind of thing. And this world is like half humans, and then almost half like beast people who are able to disguise themselves as humans. And then there's an albatross, and it doesn't want animals to have rights anymore because it needs passports now. So it tries being an international terrorist for a bit, is talked out of it, and stops another international terrorist. Then this cult starts up, which is about the white wolf, but that wolf guy we met earlier is the actual white wolf. So this is just a cult, and the cult leader, well, not really the cult leader, but like the center of the cult's attention is like the main character's childhood friend. We don't do anything about that for like 5 episodes. Then this rich like aristocrat pops up, and he is actually a 3-headed wolf. And now everybody except for the raccoon girl, who's the main character but hasn't done shit this entire series, and her friend who got turned into animals, like, aren't the only ones who are like savagely eating and beating each other. So then the wolf guy turns into like a big wolf and then roars really loud at the 3-headed wolf, and then it dies. and then she decides to not become human and leave her parents and family and most of her friends. And that's where the series ends.
What have you been saying?
I don't... Well, do you think I was watching that shit?
That's insane.
There's also a baseball episode where they fight flamingos for a bit. It's death baseball.
I like my... I'm fucking... Oh my Jesus.
Is your head
Christ.
spinning?
My head's not spinning. I'm trying to comprehend some of the things you said, though.
Your head's spinning.
That sounds
That's
like...
natural, though.
That sounds too surreal for something from Japan. That sounds
You'll
like...
be surprised.
Like, obviously, yeah, but hearing that coming from your mouth, hearing that plot, it seems so wacky.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. What about Ragnarok? How would you rate Ragnarok? How would you rate the best slideshow ever?
It was a slideshow.
That's it.
I think everything except like the animation itself was pretty good. I liked the voice actor to the point where I was trying to search for that one scene where you know when like Adam is like getting his ass beat and everybody in the crowd is like, "Give up, Adam, it's all good, homie." And he's just sitting there, it's like somewhere in the world there's a baby crying, and then he grabs Zeus's bald patch. His one remaining patch.
Holy shit.
Because honestly, the voice acting work on that was just really good. They picked a really good voice actor, I'll give them that.
Yeah, true. My cousin just sent me asking what's my favorite animated character. What's your favorite animated character, Zach?
Good question.
That's something to ponder about.
I guess it would be from my favorite series, maybe?
Is your favorite series One Piece?
I guess? I don't know, there's a bunch of like good series I watched back in the day and haven't like watched in a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. And I had favorite characters from each of those shows. Like, you could probably catch me saying like Greed from Fullmetal Alchemist or Pride from Fullmetal Alchemist. No, not Pride. Pride is a little shit. I hate him. Wrath. Wrath is the shit, homie.
Oh my god.
He's literally just like, bruh, the final fucking fight scene with Wrath. Oh, I almost didn't want him to die. Almost. He was still...
Yeah?
He still, like, committed various war crimes, so, you know.
He's still a bit of a dickhead. What about...
Well, I mean, he did trick a woman into marrying him.
Oh.
Under fault. I mean... Tricked? I mean... This is gonna sound weird. Tricked isn't even the right word. Because he was like, I got to choose one thing, and that was my wife, and it's the decision I'm proud of. So, yeah. Wrath from my Alchemist Brotherhood, very cool. But then there's also, like... just a lot of other characters who I enjoy a lot.
What about, like, Vegeta and stuff?
I mean, I enjoy Dragon Ball, but to a point. I have to factor in all of Dragon Ball, including Super.
That is very true, actually.
And he has some moments in Super that... Well, they're moments in Super.
They are super moments.
Like, they are the moments in Super, there's also moments in Super. If you catch...
Nah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got you. Yeah. Fuck.
If you're coming in my... No, I'm not going to say that.
I don't actually know what my favorite animated character would be. I guess I have to think about like series that I've read that will be animated or that like are animated that I just haven't watched the anime to or I haven't watched the cartoon to. Shit. Fuck. It's just putting someone on the spot. I asked you and then I just couldn't. I can't retort with anything. I'm gonna ask how long I have. How long?
5 seconds starting now.
This information.
Misty from Pokemon, damn it.
Fuck.
Your true feelings have been revealed.
Part 3 Dio. Fuck.
It wasn't that bad.
Man, that lesbian energy though.
What? Alright. Favorite animated character? That is a toughie.
Cause like you could probably easily or like you could pick out your favorite animated series or your favorite animated like sort of arcs, I guess. But you can't really pick out your favorite animated character because that's so pinpoint. There isn't necessarily gonna be a perfect character.
That's a lie. I actually found it. Took some thinking, but I found it.
Who?
Aoi Toto.
Bro. Okay, so now it's actually been broadened. It includes video games.
Oh yes, I will now select Gungar from the legendary game Tales of Gungar. What the fuck? What do you want me to say, Mario?
I don't know, maybe you've played some games that have had some really impactful characters.
I apologize, but stories in video games aren't the greatest.
I mean, I can see that. I'd probably argue to a degree video game stories can get you more invested because you end up becoming that character in some ways.
Here's the thing though, they'll never be as good. They have a capped ability.
How come? Why do you think that?
Because, you can't plan for each interaction the player will do. And if you force them like down a certain road, in the end, pacing's going to be fucked up, and there's so many more extra things that you should care about more than the story. Story will always be pushed back to a degree, or the gameplay will suffer. See Last of Us 2.
That is very true, actually. Have you played the original Last of Us, Zach?
No.
It's a very good game. Now we can ask them the question. Hey, Corey. Silence is deafening.
Sorry, I couldn't hear either of you.
Hey, Corey.
That happens. I gotta ignore it a lot.
Yeah, what?
What's your favorite animated character?
Favorite fictional character, just like period.
Yeah, I guess.
So, like, also Western animation?
Yeah, so it'd be like
anything.
Video games.
As long as they're not real, so you can't say Ronald McDonald, Ronald Reagan, or Mr. Peanut.
Yeah.
Oh. Like, there's so many, I mean.
Yeah, there's Baby Yoda, my favorite character.
I actually hate that thing.
It just makes little noises, just...
It would be more lifelike if it had like
It's like an SCP,
it had,
like I just...
damaged breathing or whatever. Where it's like
it like forgets how to breathe. Just
yeah. So
it would have been way cute if it just projectile vomited every 30 seconds.
Do you have like a favorite character, or No, are there like multiple? What sort of challenges would you have to overcome to guess your favorite character?
What
Because, like,
challenges would you have to overcome?
I look at, like, I consume so much media and, like, just, like, my whole life. Like, so I have, like, nostalgic ones, characters I'm very, like, emotionally attached to.
Like
I have...
Brittany from Total Drama. That's everybody's favorite character.
Brittany. Is that Brittany?
Bro, what about Gwen though?
I'm pretty sure it's the blonde-headed girl who's bimbo.
Oh,
That's her
yeah.
entire character.
Yeah.
She's not the most hated character, and she's never the most, no one's favorite character. She is just a character.
No,
You know who's just a character? Tyler. Like, what?
Hold on.
Who?
Wait,
Tyler from what?
Total Drama. Like, he's just
Oh,
a
that
jock.
one. Okay, when anybody says Tyler, I think of Tyler 1. So
Wait,
that always
yeah.
distracts me.
What's your? Because there are two blondes in Total Drama. What does Brittany look like?
Blonde. His entire character is blonde, big tits, big ass.
It's from season 1, like the...
I don't think
her
Lindsay.
Yeah,
Lindsay's
Wait,
that
is
one
it
because
Lindsay?
Brittany's actually got brains and she's
like, there's not a
actually-
Brittany in Total Drama.
There is, yeah. She's
Wait.
the one with the blue hoodie.
Oh yeah, not that one. Yeah, Lindsay.
Lindsay, the
everybody's
one
favorite
that just
character,
follows
Lindsay.
what's her face around? Stacy.
Heather.
Heather, yeah. Stacy. Oh god.
Okay.
People also ask, did Tyler and Lindsay from Total Drama break up?
Holy shit.
Who are your favorite Total Drama characters?
Owen.
Owen.
To be.
That's facts,
Oh.
yo. When I was first watching Total Drama, I'm like, yo, I love this man.
Like, his team with Noah in World Tour was, like, immaculate.
Oh hell yeah!
It's the best.
I never enjoyed Noah unless he was with Owen, and they were just my favorite two characters.
Facts. Owen's just the best. He's such a lovable
Hell yeah.
like character.
The fact that like in other releases of the show they gave Gwen the victory of the first season is an insult.
Like, I'm still trying to think of my favorite, like, animated character. Because, like, almost all I consume is animated. So, like, what is your favorite character you've ever
like, yeah.
witnessed? Is a big task to take on. I would say maybe just off the top of my head, Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
That's a choice.
Is there any like particular reason?
I was just really obsessed with that movie as a child, and like I still have like Stitch memorabilia. He's just
the best. He's the boy.
yeah, he was cute, he was chaotic.
Little
I don't know.
dickhead. Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm gonna
My
look at my
favorite is
shelf
the
for
like
shit.
you guys know Brother Bear.
Yeah.
I know Brother Bear. Eat my ass.
Yeah, the tiny bear, Brother Bear, best character has to be never gets annoying.
The child?
Didn't want to. The child who's like, my mother was killed by one of those hairless apes. Because that is a good movie that should have existed. You know, there's a second one, Brother Bears 2, and there's a marriage at the end, and that's all I remember from it.
Okay, I thought of two characters. Both of them are from One Piece. There are three characters I'm thinking of, actually. I'm thinking of Toto from JJK, because it's fucking Toto. And then there's Zoro and Sanji.
The duality of man.
Yeah, it's like, they're both really good characters. It's like, Zoro is loyal to a T, but he's very, like, not caring about things that don't truly impact him. And yet he's so loyal to Luffy and to the goal of the crew, to the point where he literally took, 1,000 deaths for Luffy for Luffy and just
he just took all of his pain. So if that was like 1,000 deaths, maybe.
But he was like, and he just stood there and he was like, nothing happened. And then you have Sanji, who is dripping, who is probably one of the most emotive characters in the entire series. And in general, the fighting with only using your feet, like only using kicks to like certain extent, and his moral code sort of both make it entertaining, and especially with his fighting style, it's just cool. He's just such a cool character. I
actually do have another One Piece character I could say, but that is spoilers, so I'm gonna refrain from speaking of them.
Yeah.
But you will get acquainted with them very soon, Callum.
I think Sabo is actually a really cool character as well.
Ace is better.
Sabo's
has way more personality.
Cool, yeah.
Ace was cooler. He did finger guns and actual things came out. What's cooler than that?
My man's spitting fast, holy shit.
It's like a 5-year-old.
Yeah. Corey,
why would you want to go? Because your finger gun.
Corey, has anything notable happened recently? Anything interesting of note?
Interesting? I don't know. I haven't worked since my birthday, which is quite like bullshit, because like my manager asked literally anyone, hey, there's an extra shift, anyone to take it? Like, I'm the first to respond, but he always ignores my message.
Oh.
Bruh.
That's
I'm like,
just a shame.
Okay.
So then you just like one day you're like, nah, fuck you. I'm not coming in. Or was there like another reason?
No, she just, I don't know. I don't think she likes me. It's like the same manager.
Oh yeah.
Each time.
Fair enough. So you just decide one day, nah, I'm not coming in. No anymore. No again.
Oh no, I don't get shifts.
Oh. Shit.
Bruh.
It's like Zach, how he got accepted to Domino's and then he never got anything back.
Yeah. About 2 months later, hey, would you like to be put on our payroll that we just put you on in front of you? And I was like, damn, I forgot you existed.
No.
Aight.
What did you say, aight? You took
Nah, I just ignored him.
You're like, nah, I don't care. Or have you been like consuming any media, or is there anything that you've become overly passionate about in the past, I don't know, like month or so?
You say obsessed?
Issei. Hold on. Issei. I don't know what that means. Explain it.
No, you cut out. I asked, did you say obsessed with?
Oh, sorry. I'm the mega stupid.
That's true.
Is there like anything that you've like become kind of obsessed with in the past month, or something that's like really taken your eye? For example,
I would say like Miraculous Ladybug, like it's just like brought back with like season 4, and it's like gotten really good. Like, I hate to say it because it's like a mixed bag of a show. Like, it's so hard to watch, but it's so good.
Oh yeah. Is there like any reason? Is it because like the plot is just sometimes horrid, or?
No, it's like, so there's Love Square, right?
Yep.
It's got a love pentagon.
The two main characters, they have superhero identities, and like each superhero. So, Cat Noir is loved with like the human form.
Yep.
Sorry, my dog just came in.
He has appeared, awakened.
What are you doing? Come here.
Dog pulls out a knife.
There's not enough love in this.
He wouldn't need one. Like, his sheer mass could like take me out.
Oh really? I thought it was like a.
He's an absolute
Shiba
unit.
Inu sized dog.
Big ass dog.
Big dog.
No, it's a Great Dane. Like, big dog.
I love them.
The biggest.
What are you doing? What was I saying? Oh yeah, Love Square, and they were like just very, very blind, and it's like so
It's so infuriating.
frustrating. Yeah, infuriating is the right word. And like, I don't know why I became obsessed with it, but like I watched it when I was like 13 or something, when it was just like.
When it was like in season 1. Or.
I think I was on like ABC 3 or something. But now like the writing's like surprisingly good for like a kid, so right?
Yeah.
So that's basically it, and then just like reading more manga that I've always wanted to, like what was it, like Destruction, which is by this like one of my favorite mangakas.
Actually, speaking about manga that should be read or needs to be read. I was talking with J-Con like last night. Jacon recently. And he asked me if I have heard of a series called Jagan. I'll type it into the chat and tell me if any of you guys have recognized it or like recognized the name. I know that it's a recent manga with, I believe, a decent following, and J-Con goes through like phases of favorite like anime and manga. I think at the moment you can see this through his profile.
Oh,
picture.
I know about this. I recognize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, it's very good.
Oh yeah, I recognize the cover art.
The cover art of the name. Oh no,
oh no, I googled it.
Yeah. But what do you know about it? Do you know that it's just like extremely good, or is there things in particular?
Finger guns.
Simply just finger guns?
I don't really know anything
literal
about it.
finger guns.
Huh. I'm just gonna see. Cause like I saw J-Con just putting it up on his like story or just talking about shit from it, especially with like yet again to draw attention to just facial expressions and.
I've heard like it's been like compared to Junji Ito's work for it's just horror.
I mean, just from going through images here, I can see that.
So that's all I've really heard about it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of compared to like Parasite and Junji Ito.
Oh yeah. Wait, Corey, are you gonna watch Chainsaw Man when it comes out, or are you gonna read Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, I really want to read Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen, but I just can't find myself to like concentrate on that genre because I've just like I've seen like when I started anime, I watched a bunch of shonen, and I'm like, this stuff isn't really good.
You know what Callum watched for his first few anime?
What?
My fucking Lord.
Heaven's Lost Property.
Am I just never gonna? Are you just never gonna let me live that down to a certain degree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, because a fucking shot is like, that's my favorite anime.
Did I say that? I don't think I said that.
Wait, what anime?
No,
It cut out.
making fun.
Heaven's Lost
It's
Property.
Heaven's Lost Property.
I don't think I've even heard of that.
Good. It is not an anime that should have been made.
Is it an ecchi?
It's basically hentai.
Uh-huh.
I don't necessarily say it's ecchi, but yeah.
It's worse. The design of the main girl is literally like 10% of her boobs are covered. And that's basically it.
Yep. Sure. Sorry, I'm just sending message.
You send it to.
Another character I just really adore, it's Shinobu Oshino from the Monogatari Harry series. Have you ever seen it?
Monogatari? Is that it?
Yeah.
I know there's that one gif where the guy like gets like lit on fire and then eaten by crows.
Gatari?
Yeah, well, there's like different like I has Kuzumonogatari. It's like Akemonogatari.
The
Yeah.
guy where he has that two like teeth brushing scene.
Yeah,
with his sister,
toothbrush.
right?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely interesting. I haven't watched it. Is it really good?
It's very dialogue heavy, so it's like if you want to get like the plot with a lot of action, this show might not be for you.
Mm.
And it's very just like rooted in Japanese folklore, which I find very fascinating.
That is very true.
And like the characters are just very like diverse and like really well written. Like the main girl is just like iconic, really, just like being big titty, big sister
Well, now
energy.
I gotta watch.
Wait, is that the fucking... One of the images I'm looking at, it looks like it has the, Is that the girl from that anime OP? It was like, Sano?
Yeah, it's the famous opening.
Oh, shit. Damn. Yeah, I gotta watch that now.
Bruh.
What's this? One that I think I would look for a while. What about favorite series? Like, what's
Manga or animated?
Either or.
I think it's anything.
Okay. For me, I was like probably Goodnight Pun Pun, which is just like a psychological drama manga.
Oh yeah.
And it's like it's very interesting. Like it's unique because like the main character, he's basically drawn like a bird. Like the art style in this manga is like so beautiful. Like the characters are so detailed, and then like the main character is just this like doodle of a bird banana thing.
Good night, Pun. Pun. Oh, that!
You know what's
seen that around.
Yeah, it's very like if people read it, it's like a lot of people's favorite. So it might be just very basic, but like it's very heavily rooted in mental health themes, and like it just triggered me, not triggered in a bad sense, but just like hit my heart in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah.
Like pulled on my heartstrings, and like it was just a beautiful story.
Mm. Yeah.
But for like more action, like just JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, like I haven't finished the manga, but like I just love it so much.
Thanks.
Generally, I got my brother into it, and now he's like obsessed.
JoJo's
like
straight up good.
Like
That's facts, yeah.
He's basically
Part
platted
6.
every JoJo game available to him.
He's like, damn, the legal restrictions and hardware restrictions? Nah, emulation time. Time to pirate.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Apologies. Yeah.
But also, like, series, if we're looking at Western media as well, I think, like, Star Wars has to be mentioned.
Zach here doesn't...
I mean...
You don't really know Star Wars, or you don't like Star Wars, is that right?
I watched... You know, like the first, 6 episodes? I have vague memories of, the first 3, and then for the prequels, I turned them on, slept, through most of them until, the very end. So for, the final one in the prequel trilogy, I just, fell asleep instantly and then woke up to Anakin going, "Ah!" in the lava, and I was like, hold on, who? Who are you?
Who this?
Who are you? Why are you in the bathroom?
What you doing? Where your arm going?
And
God damn.
obviously the sequel trilogy is just comedy gold.
Yeah. Like, because you don't really have anything, any experience with the sequel trilogies besides the time you came with me to watch, like, the final one.
No, I saw the first one in theater, the second one in theater with my dad, and my dad, after coming out the second one, was like, I'm not gonna watch the one that comes after this. I don't care. My uncle, who was like, he's like a big Star Wars fan. He's a Star Trek fan.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he is that nerdy. And he was just like, no. But I watched it with you, Callum. That shit was funny as fuck. Funny shit I ever seen.
Corey.
Oh, you should watch MODOK, like the
MODOK.
It's like an animated series of like
I saw that. It was
character.
It's like sort of Adult Swim thing.
Yeah, it's like Robot Chicken. It's really
Series.
It's about his midlife crisis and failing marriage, and how he's like a deadbeat dad, whilst like having whilst being a supervillain.
That seems
Also,
very
the person who voice acts his son voice acted Brandon Cunningham in Brandon Cunningham 9th Grade Ninja, and Leonardo in the most recent Ninja Turtles.
good name.
His voice, I can never escape it. I watched that one episode of Randy Cunningham 9th Grade Ninja where they put an orb up the fat kid's butt and he turns into a giant chicken, and I was like, alright, then I'm done. And then he came back in the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing. Then he came back in MODOK. Did you guys watch Randy Cunningham 9th Grade Ninja?
Nope.
No.
How dare.
Bro, my childhood
That
was, like,
shit was
the
one
Clone
of the...
The Clone Wars. That was good. That and Ben 10 was just like what I spent.
Ben 10, Alien Force hit different.
Where's my time?
I do not even recognize this show, Randy Cunningham.
Seriously? Disney XD?
No, bro, my
No.
dad didn't pay for that. He was like, you have ABC
Oh.
and you have 9 Go. Pick your poison. So
Nah.
Nine
Go.
Go. It was
That
Big
fucking
Bang Theory.
There was a series on 9Go, I forget the name of it, but it was like a super shitty Pokemon kind of thing. And I hate that I forgot the fucking name of it. It makes me so mad.
Oh, Yokai
Actually-
Watch.
No.
you
For
would have
me, I
remembered
think that was
Yokai
on,
Watch.
I know Yokai. Watch Yokai, watch it. No, it was something else.
Guys.
Detention Air. So I grew up with
Detention Air built
They
different.
never finished it, and I got so mad.
They
Like the
never
story
finished
got so
Detention
good.
Air?
They
Like,
did it.
They got to the basement, and then just like that was the last episode, and I'm like,
You
I was devastated as a
They got
kid.
to
Like
the
I,
basement.
no.
like I still had hope in the world up until that point, and then like they didn't finish the story, and I just
And then depression set in.
yes.
That's oh my god.
Depression. And 9Go was the shit. You know what else was the shit?
Bro. What?
Fucking Animal Planet.
I mean, I still watch
I
that
d-
now.
I don't have access to that because of reasons of Foxtel is expensive and dumb.
I can't remember if I really did watch Animal Planet.
You didn't watch so many animal documentaries that they were just engraved into your mind?
No, because I'm not Uzak.
You don't remember that the parrotfish shits out sand?
No.
Bro, I think that's like broke man's TV.
Like,
You didn't watch Dinosaur Revolution?
no.
No.
This is so sad.
I was.
The T-Rexes on those shows look
Guys,
so fucking
Please tell me
stupid.
Yeah.
you've seen Ninjago.
Yes.
Obviously. I watched up to, I think it
That
was
was a good show.
the season where it was like they were on that one island, and then they got to like, they learned the ability to summon all their dragons. Because Zane was a cyborg and he was in a cave and was going like, the ice dragon, it's here!
I don't remember what season I got up to in Ninjago, because like I know for a fact I watched all of season 1 and at least a large amount of season 2, and then after that.
You didn't see the entirety of the Snake
I watched
season?
like.
I think I might have. It's just like there are plot holes in there. I definitely did watch a lot of the one with where Lloyd first came in, which was the Snake season, yeah. And then for some reason
and Lord Garbron fused all the weapons and could like grant wishes, and he got the ninja eating dinosaur.
After that I don't think I could ever really catch it at the correct time because
the suspension of disbelief was pulled after the ninja eating dinosaur.
Also because I was probably more preoccupied, well not preoccupied, but put into perspective, I had memorized the times that Star Wars: The Clone Wars would turn on. So I'd probably I'd just be laying around my house waiting for 5:30, and then I'd be like, Mother, is it 5:30? Mother.
Do you know a really cool fact about Ninjago?
What?
Zane, you know the cyborg, canonically fucking dies.
Yeah. You just see some...
Oh, he was like... Well, he kind of didn't have a character until later seasons. He was kind of just...
He was the quiet one.
He was a funny robot, and they could turn on the comedy thing, and it wasn't funny.
It wasn't the ha-ha.
Cole was the best character until in one arc they turned him into a ghost and it pissed me off so much. I don't understand why, but I just stopped watching it for a good amount of time.
Oh, I know the season you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost season. That's when Kai's sister gains water.
Bro.
Kai was always my favorite purely because of Fire and Leader and Red.
Same, bro. I saw Kai and good man. I don't care
and
about
Jay was my second
else.
favorite because lightning.
I don't really know if I had a second favorite. I was just like, Kai's the best. He's got a sword. His sword's a badass. He can slice people and shit.
I went for Cole because one edgy 10-year-old.
Oh, he had a scythe, didn't he?
Yeah, he had
had a scythe.
He was
black, had daddy issues.
Dad.
He had the hair for it, definitely.
Oh my god, wait. Look at this. Look at this costume.
That's great.
Halloween costume?
Yes.
Planned? It's so bad.
God. We should have gone as the Lego ninjas from Ninjago for Halloween, Zach.
God, no.
But it'll be COVID.
Which sad would have to be Lloyd? It would have to be me when next I'm blonde. My father's Dark Lord.
My brother's favorite character was Lloyd.
That is because he is the younger brother. And he was young while watching that.
He can relate to it.
Remember when he had a bowl cut? The actual child.
Yeah, the bowl cut.
Yeah, oh my
and then
God.
And then he became anime protagonist, got
long ass.
Yeah, because he got aged up in the episode with the dinosaur eating the ninja eating dinosaur. I almost said dinosaur eating ninja. Now that would have been an episode.
What about the brown ninja? What did you guys think about the brown ninja?
He Rockman. He dumb Rockman.
I think he pretty neat.
Oh wait, you mean the brown ninja, the guy who was I'm the brown.
Yeah, the guy that ran a dojo and was like, I'm the savior of the world, but actually he couldn't do shit.
I hated him.
I
hated him.
Really?
I mean, I think it's quite funny.
The only good character of that archetype is Reagan from Mob Psycho 100.
Yes, true.
I don't simp for many people, especially not men, but Reagan.
Holy shit. Oh. Corey, if you want, I can lend you my Shonen Jump if you did want to get into JJK and Chainsaw Man.
I mean, sure, I could always just find it online. It's just kind of
Yeah, but
I get distracted so easily. I can't Shonen, I just have it's boring, pre-existing notions, even though I don't know.
I had that for a while.
I just have to
was
get it
edgy
started.
little, I can't enjoy shooting because you're real dumb and stupid. So I watched Devil as a Part-Timer, which was far more thoughtful and intriguing.
I mean, Devil as a Part-Timer is like, even though it is like a comedy, like its writing is genuinely hilarious.
It's good, but here's the thing: it's not very deep. I was trying to act like it was some show for the intellectuals, that it was very adult.
Like Rick and Morty.
As I sit there pondering whether to get two, like of those like chocolate popsicle things, or just like one of those Milo cups.
I think I remember you like recommending Devil as a Part-Timer to me. I can't exactly remember what you said, but I think you made it out to be like this like super cool and interesting, like almost like older sort of kid show.
On the surface, it sounds ridiculous. Like its concept is both hilarious, but could have been so bad. Like, the demon lord is trapped in the human world and does funny human antics. But the fact that he just like went into that one, was like, I am now chill, was way more interesting than like him being like super out of place.
Yeah,
super, and I think other characters did that more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead he's just like, I'm vibing.
Vibe.
Got nude pictures of my landlady one time.
Straight up
How you guys
rent a house. Yeah.
How are you guys going with like online learning?
I fucking hate it for maths.
I don't mind it for maths because like it was kind of the same anyway.
I just like so far. I mean, like we're only 2 days in.
Yeah.
So far it's been pretty alright. Like,
yeah, you guys are only 2 days in. I am 9 days.
Yeah, you're a week and a bit.
Oh Jesus.
Like, I guess I'm kind of dreading the humanities because I had
You're dreading humanity.
That's
Joker 2019. I dread humanity.
I had the teacher that starts with a V. Yeah, I'm gonna have to censor that now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
I had him. Yeah, Mr. V. And
V Vendetta.
Yeah, I had Mr. V for Vendetta, and he set so much work last year.
Oh, really? For us, like we just like watch a movie and that's our work.
I think because as well when we were doing that, it was one of the terms that we were doing geography for, so I wasn't super into it. But now
geography sucks.
Yeah, now I have him for purely history.
Yeah, history is better than geography 10 times out of 10.
Hopefully, and like we're watching Jojo Rabbit now because we're looking at the Holocaust.
Oh hell yeah! I tried to convince my teachers to watch that. None of them accepted.
And then we'll be watching at rights. We'll be looking at rights and stuff from Martin Luther King.
Hey.
Yeah, the civil rights movement is like the best topic from like younger years.
But like, if because I really like history, I've chosen it. I've chosen modern history as one of my electives. So, hopefully he sets some work and I can just get it done within a heartbeat because big brain in history.
Oh, that just reminded me of something.
Yeah.
In history, I think in 2019, our history teacher was like, we've gone through all the work, so just like on a subject.
Didn't everyone say World War II and you said like Mongolia?
No, yeah, it was like World War II, Hitler, World War II, World War II, World War II, World War One. Who the fuck is that? And then there's just one solitary Genghis Khan.
Oh, it's like watching.
Like, what do you want to like study for like this one lesson? Because we had like a free lesson because we blown through all the material because we're epic.
Yeah.
And once again, Genghis Khan was so much more interesting because we learned about Hitler, and you know what we did next year? We learned about Hitler.
Yeah, we do. Like, you have to learn about the world wars. Like,
yeah.
But in like I think it's year 12 we look at Genghis Khan.
I mean, you're also doing ancient history, right?
Me or him?
No, you, Corey.
No, I wanted to, but I chose legal instead.
Okay, well then,
Hey, legal buddies.
what's the context for you looking at Genghis Khan in year 12?
Modern history.
I'm so happy.
Wait, it's like the legacy. Wait, no, he was ancient. I just saw it somewhere.
No, he's modern.
Yeah,
Genghis
I swear.
Khan's modern history?
Bro, it was like his grandson who invaded Japan during the 1600s. He was during the 1500s. So yeah, that's modern history.
Yeah, people forget
Damn.
that the modern history isn't like
Yeah, it's like,
World War,
oh
like, it's
no,
still,
the
like,
Civil
before
War
that.
happened. Damn.
I look at the Romanovs, and that's like the creation of communism, and like
Shit.
yeah, it's a really good topic.
God damn, then I guess I chose right. I also chose legal, but I don't know if it'll be a super thing for me. Like, how's your legal studies going so far, Corey? Because you go to my school, so your insights
I
probably
find,
more important.
Like a lot of the lessons are kind of boring
Bitch.
sometimes. Like, I have like Mrs. M,
Yeah.
so like great teacher. Like I know I'm kind of doing it because I think it'll be beneficial for the future. And like my sister works in a law firm, so like she could help me out if I'm stuck.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, it's really interesting. Like the case is like it goes like dark. Like we go into the heavy stuff. No like bullshitting over it. It's like, and we kind of do like it's just investigating different cases and like understanding legal terms. So it's very straightforward, but it does require a lot of reading, and like in doubles, that's kind of just a bit draining. But besides that, it's quite enjoyable.
Yeah. Like, I put legal down, but then, thanks to our friend Eric, who was like, boys, let's make an indie game. Callum, you're gonna be one of the programmers, and like, and we have SSD at our school, like software system design or some shit. And,
Oh yeah, because you're a year under us.
yeah,
And that got introduced. It's like, oh, here's this course, and it's basically just like plain Minecraft. Wow, I wish I had that in year 7, 8, and 9. God damn. I would have stayed in the womb if I had called Minecraft. It's
yeah, but I don't know whether or not I want to take that now, because on one hand, it's software design. It seems really interesting. I'm especially interested in.
You can learn it later in life. There are definitely courses. Choose what you like need now.
That's true.
Yeah, for software, like I wanted to do it really bad, but like I was like saying, there's so many internet courses and just it's so easy to just learn it. But I think for legal, it's much more valuable to have like in class, like it's like a teacher, but like someone tutoring you through the curriculum. Like these are the
Definitely, yeah.
topics you need to know, and then it like actually sets you up for like your legal rights in the future. Look at like next year, I'm gonna be an adult. Like,
yeah,
scary as that is, it's just inevitable.
yeah.
It is inevitable.
Yeah, I guess I'll stick to legal, because as well, as you guys have said, yeah, there are many avenues to learn something like programming, because it is a digital sort of thing where you can just find ways to do it really easily. Yeah.
Like, that's kind of my philosophy on art. It's like there have been like
I'm just doing art
people
because
old
like
as fuck.
I'm doing art because like design is like so many people are going into it, but also there's so many opportunities with it, because like everything's we're in the digital age, everything needs to be designed, like graphic design.
Yeah.
So if I do that avenue, I know I can get some income while I'm still doing other study.
Yeah.
I mean, I also chose art because I enjoy the subject, so I wouldn't be doing like, here's legal studies, here's like 15 books, here's math, here's a 500-page fucking workbook that crashes your laptop, and now your trackpad doesn't work.
True story.
I feel like I'm
Happened
not
earlier
doing
today.
I feel like I'm not doing enough work because of how much I just enjoy my subjects. Like, I'm doing art, society, and culture. Like, these just kind of feel like things I would do anyway.
Yeah, I got a B and I felt like I didn't do shit in fucking VA. I was like, cross-hatching Crayola crayons. And then I genuinely did good in my theory because I, fucking
Listen.
ancient Rome and ancient Greece, they built different with that shit.
Yeah.
That got me an A. So, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking of something, but now I can't remember. It's
What subjects did you choose for year 11?
so many humanities subjects. Oh wait, that's
Why?
what I was thinking of. Zach, what you're doing? Maths basic, is it? At your school?
Standard.
You're doing standard.
Standard 1.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an insult to call it basic, bitch.
Sorry. What maths are you doing, Corey? Sorry, and then I'll
Extended 1. Extended 1.
Standard. Yeah.
I moved down because like I could do the work. I know maths isn't in my future, so why?
Bro, same.
That I spend more time on it.
I'm just worried that if I don't get into advanced maths, or if I don't get advanced maths, that I'll get cucked in the future. I do want to do maths for my HSC.
Once you get the ATAR, it don't fucking matter.
The school system is very.
Go on, it's okay.
It very just warps you and what you should put your effort in. They always put priority into the core subjects. Of course, you need a basic understanding of each of them, but besides that, each person has to realize for themselves what is important to them.
Yeah.
I used to love maths and science, but I came to the realization I'm not that smart.
Yeah.
So it's and I kind of lost enjoyment for multiple reasons, but then I was like, I like art, creative fields. I'll go do that instead.
Do you need do you need to do art for your HSE to get into a university that does art, or a TAFE that does art?
No, you just need high ATAR, but a high art mark will give you leeway, as in say if they were oh, you need a ATAR of 65 to enter and you get just 60, if you got a really high art one, they'd probably give you some range to that. But then there are others where it's if it's anything involving the sciences, it's probably just flat high ATAR. You just need that.
Yeah.
So I could literally get a D in visual art, but I get a high enough ATAR that I could just go into an art university.
Yeah.
For me, I want to go to AIE, so it's just game design and whatnot.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I could just fail school, but have a good portfolio, and I'll be fine.
But obviously, you're not gonna try and fail school, right?
No, not at all.
You're not
I'm
gonna
still.
actively fail school,
You're not gonna.
but
You're not gonna
fate.
be like Eric. He wasn't it some English thing or chem that he didn't hand in?
He's not handed in a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's not handed in a commerce. We did an online math one once, which was our first thing. And literally the night of, it was 11 a.m. Sunday. Hey Eric, have you done that math thing? And it's oh no shit, I need to do that tonight, don't we? 11 p.m. the same day. Hey Eric, have you done that math thing yet? No, I haven't started.
Eric is a gambler at heart.
I've done that before, but mainly because just my mental health.
You probably have a mental health is a decent reason for that. Eric just leaves it to fate.
Eric is that he's practicing this one song that sounds really cool on the bass. So he just needs to focus all his effort into that for 5 minutes.
And that 5 minutes.
Because he's sleeping and drinking for the other, I don't know, 23 hours of the day.
23 hours and 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. my subjects I chose modern history, legal, society and culture.
Yeah, society and
music.
culture is straight up the best.
Yeah, I'm interested in society and culture, so I was like, yes, me do.
Gonna
Yeah,
learn Callum,
what?
please
For Muffy
Put
Beggar as the Joker?
money. No, convince your society and culture teacher to put on the Joker 2019.
Yo!
I don't care what it takes, do it.
Isn't the society and
It's
culture
a
teacher Mr. V?
biting commentary
Yeah, it's
about
Mr.
the
V.
effects of.
We could get Mr. V to do it. I reckon.
Wait, do what?
I've been in his class for 2 years. I reckon I could get Mr. V to put on the Joker.
Like the new one,
Yeah.
I don't like. There's it's the school that won't allow it.
It's M. By that time, he is 15, so it's completely fine.
The school are still you need if you get parent permission, then yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Fuck, your dad will not let you watch the
Wait, the
Joker.
Joker-
No,
the
they
Jokers
wrote
are-
off on me. They got me Jojo
In
Rabbit.
America, yes.
Then it'll be MA 15 plus.
Oh yeah, I could maybe try, but
Like we watched Mean Girls. That's like the most freak as far as they'll go with movies.
yeah.
You can watch fucking. You can look at genital warts. Fit for Life, or the Ready for Life program, whatever it was. That was fun. You look at the results of STDs.
For fact, at year 12, we just gotta do a pit project. So we just choose any question, any topic whatsoever, and just research it.
Yeah.
Why my pee-pee hurt?
Why my pee-pee hurt and how that
Thesis
affects
statement.
society in my eyes.
Thesis statement: cock and ball torture.
Like for me, I want to look at just insults.
Oh yeah.
Sigma male.
I mean, listen, I'm sure Zach's open for any questions about it, you know.
Fuck you, bitch. Just because I messed up my one opportunity doesn't make me an incel.
No,
More of an incel than me.
I love you, man.
You've never felt genuine love. It's never been real.
What's it? Yeah, those were my subjects. Those were my subjects that I could choose. So,
Yeah.
modern history, not commerce. Jesus fuck. Modern history, society and culture, music and legal, and then I'm hoping to get into advanced English. Because
Everyone gets into advanced English.
Yeah. It's not that I can necessarily.
We actually had
write-
too many people in advanced English at my school.
Oh, did
They
they?
just make multiple classes.
No,
for
my
me-
school was like, everybody in advanced that thinks it's too difficult, go down to studies because we have too many people in standard. They try to convince people from advanced to go into studies.
Is studies like the lowest of the low?
Yeah, it doesn't apply to your ATAR. That is how low it is.
Oh, my mum
God.
did that sort of thing with maths in her high school.
Shit.
Well, she wasn't dumb. It's dumb. She wasn't dumb. It's just
She didn't care.
either way, if she did a good one, it wasn't gonna go to a mark because there was some mess around because she moved schools.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was dumb, but
Mm.
it worked out in the end.
Yeah. And then math, I don't know what I.
And always remember, given a job interview, you can always lie, like my dad did for maybe the first 15 years of his working life.
Yeah, but it's so hard to lie now. They do background checks. They can find anything about you.
I mean, Cam could just say he worked in Malaysia for these jobs.
Hey, yo, in Malaysia, we don't get no social media. We're not allowed to post things like that. The government watch us. The government.
Oh
see
yeah,
what
we
do.
talked about that, didn't we, Cal? About them asking to search through your social media.
I think we did talk about it. I don't necessarily.
Yeah, because that's how we got onto you running out of their office coins are falling out of your pocket and you get hit by a car and sent into the air.
Yeah, and that's the thumbnail that Corey did, which looked really good.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
They like have a sort of these like drawings and I always forget what the prompt was.
Oh yeah.
It's like these first images.
I love him so much. Yeah, I think that might be a good place to round it off then.
You're always looking for an end, but never a beginning. That doesn't make sense. I'm trying to be philosophical.
I'm 14 and this is deep.
God damn.
That bruh.
Yeah. Before we do end, are there any other topics or no? We can finish off here. Does anyone have anything else to add?
Your mum gay? Yeah, get fucked. This reminds me of? Reminds me of D's. You get it. I'm not leaving until somebody speaks. Somebody other than moi. Specifically Callum.
These
Callum, I'm
nuts.
just gonna sit here.